Well, good Monday evening, Arkansas. This is Chief Forecaster Cameron back here once again. I'm here to give you guys an evening forecast preview, and I want to kind of answer the number one question that everyone's been asking over the last week or so is where is the fall weather? Where is that dear chilly cold front coming in when we're going to finally start talking about temperatures in the 70s for highs, overnight lows in the 40s and 50s instead of the 90s with the awful humidity here? Well, we're going to talk more about that coming up a little bit later in this video here, but I want to kind of go over what we've got on the board right now and what to expect as we get towards night here. So, speaking of 90s, man, you can take a look at the map here. So, this is kind of overlaid the radar, the temperature, and the dew point. So, the green, the kind of purplish color that you're seeing on your board right now, that is the dew point. So you can definitely tell where the muggiest of the area is right now down here in southern Arkansas. If you didn't know, you have a cold front moving through tonight, and you're like, cold front? What kind of cold front is this? Well, this is just basically what this is doing, this is pushing your moisture away from Arkansas. So what this is doing is reinforcing drier air. You're not going to notice it. Well, you are going to notice it, but you're not going to notice it in the temperature department during the day. But you will start to notice it during the overnight hours, especially tonight here. So right now across the board, we've got temperatures in the upper 80s, low 90s. Little Rock once again hit 90 degrees here. Little to no rainfall for you guys over the last couple of days here. It's kind of unfortunate, because you guys definitely needed a rainfall here. Western Arkansas benefited from it, but central and eastern Arkansas didn't see much at all. 83 up there, well actually 82 now up there in Washington County. We've had 82 in Fayetteville now, near 90 degrees. Well, was at 90 degrees in Fort Smith, 84 in Mena, 90 degrees in DeQueen, 87 in Texarkana. Well, actually a little cooler now, 84. You had some showers kind of move through here. So there's been some lingering showers and storms down there in southern Arkansas, but nothing major here. So as I mentioned before, that drier air is really going to move in as we get towards tonight, first part of your Tuesday morning. That's going to let temperatures to be a little cooler as we get towards night here. So let's talk about your evening highlights here. So like I mentioned before, cooler temperatures return for tonight. You're not going to notice it during the day tomorrow. Tomorrow's still going to bring pretty warm and still above average across the state here. But overnight lows, you will start to notice, are not as awful as they have been over the last month or two, when we've had the moisture in place and temperatures have been in the mid to upper 60s, low 70s here. Unfortunately, no significant rainfall chances in the forecast over the next 7 days here. That's really good for our folks in eastern Arkansas. You know, a lot of people are harvesting and stuff like that, so they don't need a significant amount of rain. But areas to the west there, that's kind of central, western Arkansas, northern Arkansas, you guys still need the rainfall here. But unfortunately, we don't see much over the next 7 days. And temperatures are going to continue to feel like more of summer than it is in fall here. But I am going to talk to you guys a little bit about incoming pattern change, especially as we get towards the middle part of the month here. So let's take a look at the burn bands here. Western Arkansas, I mentioned before, you kind of benefited from the significant rainfall we saw over this past weekend. So the burn bands have started to drop off significantly. We have a couple of areas, mainly across eastern and southeastern Arkansas, where we haven't seen much of rainfall over the last, I would say, month. So burn bands still continue over there. Have a few counties, southwestern Arkansas, and a few counties here in central here. So if you're on a burn ban, don't start any fires, don't do any burn bans or anything like that. Please, please, please heed those burn bans, guys. They're there for a reason here. Now let's take a look at the wildfire risk. Not much of a change. You can see that western half really got cut off because of the fact that they saw almost 2 to 3 inches of rainfall over there. Areas to the east, unfortunately, didn't see much. So the wildfire danger is still there. But like I said before, even the areas that are not in the burn bans, keep that in mind. If you're in this wildfire risk, you don't want to go, starting those big old bonfires, guys, because they can get out of control very quickly here. So let's take a look at tonight here before I start talking to you guys about what's coming up over the next couple of weeks here. Temperatures cooler, back down into the upper 50s, low 60s here. Still some lingering showers down there in southern Arkansas. I've kept 20% for you guys for tonight here, but that should clear out well before sunrise tomorrow morning here. And no severe weather or anything is expected from that activity here. But otherwise, temperatures in the upper 50s, low 60s across the state here. So let's talk to you guys about the next 7 days here. And boy, oh boy, 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 we are not expecting much rainfall at all. This is a look over the next 7 days here. Little to no rainfall here across the state. A little bit down there in southern Arkansas. That's going to come from tonight. But other than that, the majority of the rainfall should stay to our east and the southeast. Excuse me, the southeast here. So not really expecting too much here, and that's going to continue to worsen the burn ban risk, the wildfire danger, and also the drought conditions across the state here. Now, let's talk to you guys about what to expect as we get into October. Now, here's some good news. Yes, temperatures are going to remain above normal, but as you get deeper into October, your averages will start to fall. I believe at the beginning of October, you're like near 80. You end the month, your average highs are probably in the mid to upper 70s. So, like I said before, they're going to remain above normal, but you're going to start noticing that subtle drop-off as we get into October here. So, this is just kind of looking at this is Little Rock Air Force Base, by the way, and this is kind of looking at the temperatures over the next, I'd say, 2 weeks. So, you can see, definitely very warm. I think it's overdone for Wednesday. I don't see us getting to 95. I hope we don't get to 95, but let's see what happens. But mainly temperatures in the 90s, you're near 90. Then you can start to see as we get towards that second week of October, we start to make that nosedive. I think around that point, and I've told you guys over the last couple of weeks that I think mid-October will probably be the time frame where you start to flip the script to more of a fall-like pattern here. So you can see by the time we get into that Monday, Tuesday time frame, October 9th, October 10th, you can start to see that temperature really start to fall back into the 70s for highs, overnight lows back down into the 50s here. So you got to be patient with me, guys. I know you guys really want that fall weather right now here, but you got to realize we live in Arkansas. You don't get that just out of the gate here. So let's take a look at, let's see, Rogers. Let's go to Rogers real quick, and it's going to come up here in just a second. You can see, look at Rogers. Temperatures by that point, low 70s, overnight lows in the 50s here. You're near 40s, by the way. So we'll have to watch it. Like I said before, that's going to be in that mid-October time frame here. That second week of October is where I'm thinking we're going to have that pattern change here, guys. So like I said before, remain patient with us, guys. I know you guys want that fall weather here, but it's going to have to wait a little bit, guys. We got to get rid of the 90s first, and I think we will over time here, but we don't get fall weather here in Arkansas just out of the gate. We have to wait a little bit before things start to trend cooler here, and I think they will by the time we get towards mid-October. So, like I said before, we'll continue to keep you guys updated right here on your source for all things Arkansas weather.